So I'm not saying that grounding is a cure-all, but I'm saying that's a big part of the picture. So stress, toxins, losing our connection with the earth, believing the lies of modern day society that money and stuff makes you happy instead of people and connections. Earthing is definitely a very powerful thing. So why is it important? Because the Earth's surface serves as a reservoir of electrons, which are readily absorbed when we connect to it. It is well known that electrons are critical to the efficient operation of the millions of chemical reactions within our cells, including the energy-producing mitochondria. Hello, this is Dr. CJ Benkert with Pudavee the Wellness. I have a question for you. I know I ask a lot of questions. We are covering grounding and earthing. Do you know what that is? Grounding and earthing. I want to know, when is the last time that you were barefooted outside, either on your grass near your home or at the beach? For those of you who live in California near me, when was the last time you were barefooted on the earth? So I've been covering this topic. This is my 7th core concept. We have 12 core concepts that are critical to living a pure, healthy, amazing, joyous, fabulous life. So I'm Dr. CJ Benkert with Pudavee the Wellness. I am passionate about teaching you and telling you and empowering you that you can change your health, you can change your energy, you can not have to worry about getting cancer or Alzheimer's. If you're listening to my voice right now, that resonates with you. This week is all about grounding and earthing and getting back to our roots. I introduced the subject on Monday. Yesterday, we talked about getting outside, nature, Ralph Waldo Emerson, and how important it is to connect to nature, connect to the creation around us. Today, I wanted to spend just a few minutes going over a little bit of the science, the studies of earthing. So I posted in my community group on Facebook an article. It is a integrative medicine poster, and it's an amazing summary. It is 7 pages. It's an amazing summary to date of the science of earthing. What is earthing anyway? And what does earthing or grounding, how does it benefit you? Why would you want to listen to me about this? Why is this important? Well, it's important because, like fasting, earthing is 100% free, super powerful. So I just want to spend a few minutes going over this poster, this 7-page file that I posted in both my community group, Pudavee the Wellness with Dr. CJ, which is my free community group. And I also have a private tribe, Pudavee the Wellness tribe group for my paying members that are going through my 12-month coaching program. I posted it on both of those pages. If you're listening to this on my podcast, you can go to earthinginstitute.net, earthinginstitute.net, and go under, I think it's under research or clinical studies, and you can find this file that I'm going to be just kind of going over just for a few minutes today. So what is earthing or grounding? It's nature's original anti-inflammatory. Why is connection to the earth so important to our health? What is it anyway? Well, earthing refers to the direct physical connection to the Earth's surface. The Earth's surface contains an unlimited supply of free electrons obtained from 3 billion lightning strikes a year and other atmospheric phenomena. So I talked about this yesterday. The sun shines onto the planet It hits the atmosphere. All of the energy and photons from the sun get gathered into the Earth's atmosphere. And then we have 3 billion lightning strikes that bring all of that energy from the sun and the atmosphere into the Earth itself. So humans are highly conductive. When we are in direct contact with the Earth, some of this never-ending supply of electrons from the Earth are absorbed. So when we stand barefooted on dirt, sand, grass, concrete, not asphalt, because there's too many man-made materials, but concrete, I recommend wet grass. So I do most of my grounding, my outside grounding. Tomorrow we're going to talk about inside grounding. Today's about outside grounding. So I do most of my outside grounding on wet grass in the morning. I try to be barefooted on the wet grass in the morning for at least 15 to 30 minutes. So when we stand barefooted on this wet grass, dirt, sand, etc., the electrons that have been gathered into the earth come up into our body. So we release stress oxidative molecules when we stand on the earth, and it re-energizes us. So the earth is like a battery. So as a result, our electric potential, so I'm reading just a few things from this poster, this 2018 International Congress on Integrative Health and Medicine, and it's a summary of what they did in regards to earthing grounding, why connection to the earth is important to our health. So as a result, our electric potential immediately drops to near zero. Our body reflects the electromagnetic fields generated around us and gradually becomes charged with these free electrons. If you remember, electrons are crucial to creating energy. The mitochondria uses the electron transport chain system to actually create ATP, which is the body's energy source. So the more electrons we get, the better. That's why when you're barefooted on the sand at the beach, that's why you feel so good. That's why you have so much energy. So humans evolved connected to the earth. We walked barefoot for millions of years with conductive leather footwear. We slept on the ground or animal hides. But over time, we started sleeping on raised beds, walking on wooden floors, reducing our contact with the earth. In the 50s, we started coming up with this new invention of rubber and synthetic soled footwear. And that's when we started losing our connection with the earth. And that's when a lot of things started happening with our health. So I'm not saying that grounding is a cure-all, but I'm saying that's a big part of the picture. So stress, toxins, losing our connection with the earth, believing the lies of modern day society that money and stuff makes you happy instead of people and connections. Earthing is definitely a very powerful thing. So why is it important? Because the Earth's surface serves as a reservoir of electrons, which are readily absorbed when we connect to it. It is well known that electrons are critical to the efficient operation of the millions of chemical reactions within our cells, including the energy-producing mitochondria. Electrons neutralize free radical cascades in our bodies that lead to inflammation. So if you don't remember anything that I'm talking about right now, please remember that grounding and walking barefooted on the earth reduces inflammation. So please go to my Facebook pages. I posted some before and after thermography studies showing the effects that grounding has on thermography studies. So this is just a brief, let's see here. There we go. So this is showing before and after thermography, before and after grounding. So red is inflammation, which is associated with pain. And then the blue is less inflammation. So this is just an example of what grounding does, how it reduces inflammation. So the top pictures are before grounding and earthing, and the bottom pictures are after grounding. So grounding reduces inflammation, restores circulation. So what I just showed you was before and afters. of the effects of grounding on the inflammation in the body. So a couple of other studies which I think are really powerful, and all these studies are on the earthinginstitute.net website. They've done studies with electron microscopes of the blood, and before grounding, the red blood cells are very sticky, they're clumped up, and they've done studies before and after grounding that shows that the grounding actually increases the viscosity, the fluidity, the circulation of red blood cells. So here's an example of that. So this shows on the right here, over here, that's all the clumping of the red blood cells. That's using a dark field microscope. And then after grounding, look at the red blood cells and how they're all spread out. That means we've got better circulation. So it thins the blood, enhances circulation. Super powerful. They've also done studies on cortisol levels. Cortisol levels are the stress hormones that are produced from our adrenals when we're under stress. Cortisol, there's 3 top fat storage hormones in the body. We have estrogen, insulin, and cortisol. So here's a graph of showing cortisol levels before and after grounding. So the one on the right here is before grounding, high cortisol levels, and then the normalization of cortisol levels after grounding. So it was an 8-week study. All but 2 of the 12 subjects developed more natural cortisol rhythms. 11 of the 12 said that they fell asleep better. All 12 reported waking up fewer times during the night. Super powerful. It means we know that sleep is crucial to overall health. And if we could be grounding on a regular basis outside, and I'll talk to you tomorrow about how to ground while you're sleeping in the house. No, you don't have to sleep outside. How powerful is that? If we can sleep better, if we can reduce our cortisol levels. I posted in the Facebook page all the benefits of fasting. So here's the benefits of fasting. Let's see, benefits of fasting. Okay, here we go. Reduces stress, reduces pain, improves sleep. This is all grounding, walking barefooted on the earth. Speeds healing, look and feel younger, benefits athletes, pets love to be grounded, reduces fatigue. These are the benefits based on numerous studies, all of which can be found on earthinginstitute.com, or I'm sorry, .net. What else? Grounding reduces fasting blood glucose. You've all heard me talk about insulin resistance and carbs and high glucose. Just grounding reduces glucose levels. Grounding promotes accelerated wound healing. Grounding reduces delayed muscle onset soreness. So that's the whole athlete benefits. Observational evidence indicates grounding can benefit many medical conditions. Here's some of the medical conditions just by walking barefooted on the earth that can be helped. Hypertension, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, diabetes, wound healing, insomnia, back pain, psoriasis, fibromyalgia. And all of this is shown by studies on the website earthinginstitute.net. We definitely need more studies. The concept of earthing and grounding has really only been started to be studied scientifically for about 10 years now. So about 2010 is when Clint Ober started looking at, the relationship of being grounded and that our bodies are electrical in nature. And now over the last 11 years, we have numerous studies. Obviously, we need more. So how easy is earthing? The practice of earthing is simple. Outside, walking or sitting with bare feet on natural grass, dirt, sand, concrete. Weather permitting, wet surfaces are better. And that's why I love to ground in the morning. It's part of my daily self-care routine where I stretch first in the house. I have different meditations that I listen to. When I'm done stretching, I go outside. I walk barefooted on the grass. I walk my dog barefooted. I stand on the grass in my front yard. It's wet. There's natural morning dew. And I just stand and I center myself and I do some one-legged poses. And I do that every single day. And I've been doing that every single day for at least the last 5 or 6 years. So it's simple. Tomorrow, I'm going to teach you how you can be grounded inside, where you can go to get the products and the supplies that will allow you to ground inside your house. Some individuals experience rapid benefits with grounding, while others respond more slowly. Some individuals may need to start slowly and gradually increasing their grounding time, but for sustained benefit, grounding must be sustained. So you can't just ground one day a week or just ground for a couple of weeks and then get the benefit. It's just like, we brush our teeth every day, several times a day. We don't just brush our teeth and then think it's going to be good for the couple of weeks. We want to adapt daily lifestyle habits and routines that focus around these 12 core concepts so that it just becomes a habit. You don't, like, I don't even feel right and my day is off if for some reason I'm not able to stretch, listen to my meditations, and ground. It completely makes me feel different. When I'm doing those things on a regular basis, I feel whole, I feel complete, I'm peaceful. I take the right actions throughout the day that are aligned with who I am and what I value. So please get outside, take off your shoes, connect with the earth, and please review the documentary that I posted on Facebook. Review the 7-page document that I posted today, and let me know what your experience is with grounding. It's free and it's powerful. We'll see you tomorrow, and I'll talk about how to be grounded in your home when you're on your computer and while you're sleeping. Super, super powerful. This is Dr. CJ Benkert with Pura Vida Wellness, teaching you, educating you, inspiring you to live your purest life in body, mind, heart, and spirit. Thank you so much for listening, and your body and your spirit and your mind and your heart thanks you as well.